YouTube, thanks for joining me, and today I want to give you guys a quick tip on how to increase your chance of getting into medical school just by starting early, okay? And this information came directly from an admissions committee, and I was lucky enough to go to a conference where I was able to meet with somebody who told me this tip, and that is to start your extracurriculars early. Doesn't matter if you're doing 20 hours a week of volunteering or you're doing 1 hour a week of volunteering. When you apply to medical school, there's a place to put how many hours you did, which is great, but there's also a place to put the date range, and they will call your references to figure out if that date range is accurate with what you told them. So what the admissions committee is trying to do is they're trying to weed out people that are just checking a box. And if you're just checking a box, then how does the admissions committee know that that's part of your character? You know, if part of your character is helping people, having empathy, wanting to volunteer, wanting to get as much knowledge in the medical field as possible, then you're not going to be waiting until the last semester to do that. You're going to be doing that throughout your entire undergraduate career. And if you have 4 years of volunteer work, it doesn't matter as much if you have a ton of hours or not. That's not exactly what the admissions committee looks at, and they look at people, the holistic review of people. How much time do they have? Yes, that's important, but what's the time period? And you're gonna have a place to put this in your application of how long you've been doing this volunteer work for. So remember, admissions committee they know when you're trying to just check a box, and they can tell if being a volunteer and being in the clinical world and interacting with patients is actually something that you enjoy, because if you do enjoy it, you're going to want to do it, and you're going to do it constantly throughout your undergrad experience. So one thing I could say is start early, even if you're volunteering for like 2 hours a week in a clinic, or, you know, shadowing a doctor, or volunteering at some point where you get interaction with other people or patients. That's going to help you get into medical school, because the admissions community is going to look at that as, hey, this person was doing their undergrad, they're volunteering, you know, they're doing research, and, you know, for 4 years they volunteered in the ER. Even if it only equates to about 200 hours over 4 years, that looks better than doing 500 hours in 2 semesters. That tells them that you're just trying to squeeze everything in at the last minute because you think you have to. So follow this, leave your comments below, you know, subscribe, like. I'm gonna be posting a lot more of these videos of what I've learned to get into medical school, and I'll see you guys in the next video.